Caterpillar, the most underrated company. Caterpillar, a major machinery company, is the antithesis of the highly scalable tech companies that dominate the industry. With a market share of 39.33%, Caterpillar is the only company that can scale to infinity. The company's machinery is sold in 192 countries, making it more ubiquitous than big tech companies like Google, Facebook, and YouTube. Caterpillar has also been producing its own smartphones for over 10 years, offering unique features such as measuring air quality, thermal imaging, and satellite connectivity. The company's history dates back to 1849, when Benjamin Holt, a man from Concord, New Hampshire, started the Stockton Wheel Company in California. The company specialized in treating wood for the dry valleys of the West. After investing $65,000 in factory equipment, the brothers quickly became a sizable business with 25 employees and 2 buildings. This allowed Ben to experiment with his next venture, the steam traction engine, in 1890. Ben realized that the tractor was sinking into the ground due to its own weight, so he added massive wheels, tracks, to distribute the weight better. The name Caterpillar was chosen because the company photographer Charles Clements observed the track rising and falling and noted how the machine moved like a massive caterpillar. This observation led to the creation of the iconic yellow paint color, which can be purchased at Home Depot. Caterpillar's industrial dominance has made it a Fortune 100 company worth $176 billion, with more profit than Coca-Cola and MasterCard, which have 100% gross margins. The company's history can be traced back to Benjamin Holt's family business in Concord, New Hampshire, where he started the Stockton Wheel Company in 1883. Ben Holt created the Caterpillar, a track-style tractor, in 1904, and it cost $5,500, making it 6 times more affordable than horse-drawn combines. However, the company's success declined after World War I, with demand plummeting. Ben tried to pivot back to the farming industry, but most farmers felt that Ben's military-oriented tractors were too big and bulky. Bankers took over the Holt Manufacturing Company, and Thomas A. Baxter was appointed as the new CEO. Baxter's first order of business was to cut out oversized tractors and introduce smaller, farmer-friendly tractors. However, this only took the company so far and wasn't enough to turn around the company. Meanwhile, the CEO, Best Gas Tractor Company, formed by Clarence Leo Best in 1910, emerged as a competitor, focusing on the underserved farming industry. Best was the underdog in the 1910s but eventually owned the farming tractor industry. Ben and Best spent $1.5 million fighting each other about IP theft, patent infringement, and trademarks. The only party that emerged on top was the lawyers. Baxter, an outsider, decided to focus on road construction equipment and worked out a merger agreement between the two, leading to the creation of the Caterpillar Tractor Company in 1925. The company began trading on the San Francisco Stock Exchange on August 17, 1925, making Caterpillar public for nearly 100 years. As part of the merger, Baxter had to cede the CEO title to Clarence Leo Best, who would lead the company for the next 26 years. Ironically, the man who revitalized the toppled giant was actually Ben's #1 competitor. Best simplified the tractor lineup to just 5 SKUs and offered the best of both companies. He also oversaw the creation of Caterpillar's iconic yellow color, which was visible from the furthest distance to make it easier for drivers to identify construction equipment. During World War II, Caterpillar became the go-to company for constructing military airfields and facilities, becoming the 44th highest-paid government contractor during the war. Best didn't bet the farm on the war, but continued to be a massive player within the farming and road construction industries, which exploded after the war, leading to the modern-day Caterpillar. Caterpillar has managed to remain dominant in the tech industry for over a century due to 2 strategies: building relationships with legacy Fortune 500 companies and governments, and making significant acquisitions. Since 1951, Caterpillar has made 39 notable acquisitions, with one notable acquisition being the acquisition of Bucyrus in 2011. Bucyrus was a leader in producing surface mining equipment used for coal, copper, iron ore, oil sands, and other minerals. Caterpillar swallowed the entire company for $8.8 billion. Despite being ruthless in business deals, Caterpillar has not faced any controversies despite being around for over 100 years. The biggest controversy is with the IRS for trying to minimize their tax bill. However, Caterpillar has been diligent in social responsibility, helping with disaster recovery events since the San Francisco earthquake, supplying backup power for cities worldwide, and being a massive supporter of the Red Cross for 70 years. Caterpillar's biggest strength is its ability to stay dominant for a full century and remain a Fortune 100 company in the modern tech world. Their untold story as Caterpillar is a testament to their dedication to their customers and their ability to adapt to changing market conditions. Bill Gates owns over 5% of Caterpillar as of first quarter 2024, making him one of the largest private owners, with Vanguard Institution owning over 9.6%. Nouriel Gino Yazdinian,